Is there a song or a band that reminds you of an ex, an old relationship, and you can't listen to that song or band the same way because it triggers that memory? Comment the song or band below and we'll get to the song that talks all about it this week in the Country Music Update. I'm Greg Reynolds. First, we want to say we're thinking of you, we love you, you're in our thoughts. To not only Tyler Hubbard from Florida Georgia Line, but Lee Brice, two stars that have been diagnosed with COVID-19. Now, from what I've heard, we won't be seeing either of them at the CMA Awards this week, and rightfully so. Gabby Barrett also said, hey, I'm pregnant. I'm nervous to perform with all these health regulation and safeties going along. I mean, listen, I remember when my wife was pregnant, not too long ago. I was scared for her to do most things outside. What if you get a cold? What if something happens? So I get it. I hope we see Gabby Barrett, but Gabby, if you decide not to perform, just know nobody is at all going to judge you for that. Make the best decision for you and your family. But at the CMAs this week, I wonder if we're going to see Keith Urban perform with Pink again like we did at the ACMs. And he told me all about why this song had to happen with her.
I was thinking the other day, it's not just her voice, which is like a singer's singer, right? She's the real deal. But there's a humanity in her voice. Like there's strength and courage and vulnerability and hope and compassion. I feel everything in her voice when she sings. So she's really more of a storyteller. And that's why she was so perfect for this song.
Now, speaking of the CMAs, I did do a predictions when the nominees came out. You can check out the video on this page to see how many of mine actually come true. Spoiler alert, I'm guessing not very many. That's gambling for you. Now, I got to talk with MacKenzie Porter this week about her new surprise album she debuted and dropped with us on Friday called the Drinking Songs Collection. Drinking Songs is the name of her new single, which is all about that song that used to be really something in your life. It was the song that you and an ex shared together. It was your song, but now it just doesn't have the same meaning, clearly, because you've moved on and so have they. What is that song for you? For me, it's Rascal Flatts' Bless the Broken Road. Reminds me of my very first long-term relationship. Now, can't listen to that song the same way. Comment with yours below, and here's what MacKenzie had to say about some songs and bands that she can't listen to the same way anymore.
So my very first serious boyfriend, not first, second I guess, was the biggest Bob Dylan fan, and I became a huge Bob Dylan fan. He was Bob Dylan and Jay-Z, and kind of weird combo, but I became such a big fan of them. We went and saw Jay-Z live, and now it's just when I hear them, they're not wrecked, but it does take me back. And then my next boyfriend was a huge Green Day fan, and so now it's just it will always be memories of these people.
And speaking of songs about exes, Tyler Joe Miller has his second straight #1 song, first artist ever to do that as an independent artist, but this song is kind of an apology to his ex. And yes, she does know it's about her and for her. Here was what happened when they interacted about that song.
So I Would Be Over Me Too is basically an apology to your ex, right?
Yeah.
Do you know if that ex has heard the song?
Yes, she has.
Did she text you about it? Did she call you about
it? She knows about it. Loves the song. Yeah, so does her husband. So.
So did you send her the song, or did she one day say, is this about me? How does that happen?
We oh God, I hope she doesn't see this. Oh yeah, she will. Yeah. We're meeting up with there's a group of us friends that were having a small barbecue thing. And so we were kind of chit-chatting about that and figuring out who's coming and all that stuff. And then she went, hey, by the way, I heard the new song. Love it. It's so good. I was great. Thank you for the inspiration.
He's got a new album, a debut album out as well, you should check out. And speaking of new albums, the Reclaws have a new one out for you as well. And as we got to catch up and chat about their new music, we talked about getting kicked out of bars. Because of course we did. When they went to go do some promotional shoots and things, they went back to where they went to university, which, of course, when you think about university, you think about the bars, which Stu got kicked out of. Bar called The Ranch for doing this.
I was not there that
No,
night.
yeah, I think every girl that we were with got led onto the bus and they're like, sorry guys, you're done. I was like, what? Like, you guys it's freezing cold. They're like, too bad. They like shut the thing. So I made a like ice ball basically and hucked it.
It's like, you know, Elf when he's throwing the snowballs.
That was Stu.
Exactly what I looked like when I was
Okay,
under.
well,
Yeah, so they got me good. They nailed me down, took a photo, put it up on the wall.
His photo's on the wall, like,
never,
don't let
never
this
to
guy
be
in.
returned. This man, his name, everything. And then we had a show like 2 weeks after I got banned for life. So I was like, I need to talk to
We had a
somebody
show at the ranch
at the place.
after
yeah.
he got banned.
So I went over. I called the guy. I was like, "Can I just talk to you? I need to explain the situation." And he
there were snowballs. There was a bus. What did you want me to do? Like,
There was multiple beers.
So we met, and he was like, "Okay." He's like, "You're good to play. You can do it. And you're welcome back to this bar." He's like, "But you're on very thin ice."
Now, I think I'm still banned from our university bar, the University of Calgary, the Den, but I don't have the same pull that Stu and Jenna did back in the day. Listen, we're performing here in 2 weeks. I can't be kicked out. When you got pull, you got pull. For more of your country music updates, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm Greg Reynolds with another country music update.